As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, a true cowboy ballad. Hey, welcome to Wistful Vistas here in suburban San Diego, California. Beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Well, GoPro did it. They finally updated their 360 camera to a new release, and I went out and bought one. So I have used the Insta360 X4 for the last year or so. Insta has since upgraded to an X5, but being a GoPro fanboy, as many of you know, I wanted to try the GoPro version. So that's what we're going to do. In this vlog, we're going to unbox it and see what's in the contents, and then we'll take it out and give it a try. Now, I am a GoPro fanboy, and I've kept this little old GoPro here. Let's see if we can focus in on that guy. That's a GoPro 3 Plus. They are now up to GoPro 13, and I've had one of those models of almost every generation. So got a lot invested in the GoPro ecosystem, let's put it, and I want to try out their new 360 cam. Let's unbox it together, shall we? In the meantime, I'm going to head back to the streets of Laredo. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the new GoPro Max2. Now they call it the Max2 because the first 360 GoPro was the GoPro Max. And this says true 8K. So they are advertising that when they say 8K, they're giving you 8K. Not entirely sure what the technical reasoning behind all that is. One of you out there can perhaps better explain that to me, but let's take it open. Flipping the lid. As usual, we have the note, your camera must be updated before you can use it. Yes, we promise. We have a lens cleaning cloth. We'll do that. Subscribe to get the most out of your GoPro. I do subscribe to the GoPro system. As I say, I'm pretty invested in the GoPro ecosystem. For invisible pole shots, use an extension pole that's at least 14 inches long. I guess they're trying to make sure you know that. And some wonderful GoPro stickers at no extra charge. GoPro tips for the best performance, and then product questions. So this is the usual multilingual things about what to do and to be safe with any camera or product with a battery in it. First of all, you don't eat them, but we'll get that. Here's some tips for cold weather performance, and this also is in a couple of different languages. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks here. What exactly do you get? Well, you get a Type C, USB-C charging cable. Thank you, GoPro. The USB-C is so much better than its earlier predecessors. You get, of course, a battery, and GoPro, once again, looks to have a battery that's distinctively dedicated to the Max2. Little wordplay there. And we have the ubiquitous Y mount. And, we've got a thumb screw to tighten the Y mount, and W mount, I think. Maybe it's a W mount. And we've got a curved connector, a curve stand or sticker or adder onto or a sticker on that comes with it. And then finally, and most importantly, the camera itself. Oh, okay, it came out. And we've got a little warning on this. It says your camera must be updated before the first use. Okay, we get the message. We promise to do it. Interestingly, featuring pretty largely on the exterior of the camera are these cooling fins. 8K in a small electrical device can actually come up with a lot of heat very quickly. They include two lens protectors, which is nice. I think that you had to buy the lens protectors for the Insta separately. And these lenses are actually replaceable on the GoPro, whereas famously they were not on the earlier editions of the Insta 360. Also, the Insta 360, you have to purchase a special cover over the lens to keep them from being damaged. With the removable lens on the GoPro, you don't necessarily need to have a lens protector, although I'm sure some company will come up with one. Okay, looks pretty nice. Have the normal connector configuration there with a setup for a 1/4 20 camera mount. The size is nice. It's a bit more compact, a bit more rectangular, let's call it, than the Insta 360, which is a little more lengthy in terms of how it's lined up. We'll check the weight, but it seems fairly light. That is without the battery currently, I think. And the access to the battery and memory compartment is just about standard to all GoPros. So first impressions are quite favorable. Seems very solid. Nice little chunky piece in the hand, and the construction seems good. So that's the unboxing. I'm going to charge the battery and we are going to get this thing going. Talk to you later.